Rent has tripled. Food has tripled. So education is almost next to none. So therefore, people are going under. We have to do more to help the community.
2 years after Hurricane Katrina, promises of better days mixed with lingering feelings of anger and frustration. Good evening, I'm Bob Kendrick.
I'm Adele Arakawa. President Bush says he sees progress. Some residents, though, say it's been a daily struggle. Katrina slammed into New Orleans and the Gulf Coast as a Category 3 hurricane on August 29, 2005. It became the worst natural disaster in U.S. history. The storm killed more than 1,600 people and created images that many will never forget. MSNBC photojournalist Jim Seda traveled to an area south of New Orleans then and now. This is a slideshow on MSNBC.com of what the area looked like shortly after Katrina and what it looks like today. Some places, like a family dollar store, have rebuilt and are back open. But other areas look much the same as they did 2 years ago. About the only visible change to a middle school is that the water has receded. Some residents trying to recover think the government's response has been sluggish. In New Orleans, observances are being held to remember the day when everything changed. Parts of the city still look like a wasteland, with businesses shuttered and houses abandoned. But many people are working to rebuild, and a few neighborhoods are thriving. President Bush visited several areas of the Gulf Coast today and says better days are ahead.
And this town's coming back. This town is better today than it was yesterday, and it's going to be better tomorrow than it was today.
The federal government has committed $114 billion to the region as a direct result of Katrina. Most of that money has been for disaster relief.
14,000 Katrina evacuees came here after the hurricane. Many of them have since made Colorado home. Some have become integral parts of the community, including a business owner in Denver. 9 News reporter Cheryl Preheim joins us tonight from Cafe Europa, which is near Washington Park in Denver. And Cheryl, it's a week of anniversaries there.
Bob, 2 years, of course, since Katrina brought the owner here, a difficult anniversary, but she says it gave an opportunity for an anniversary to celebrate. 1 year ago, she realized a dream and was able to buy this place, and people around here now say the neighborhood wouldn't be the same without it.
I really think it has a true neighborhood feel to it.
The regulars at Cafe Europa will tell you this coffee shop is part satellite office, part living room, and a great place to share a story with neighbors.
They go, wait a second, are you an evacuee? Perfect phone.
Heidi Bolter's story surprises a lot of people here.
They're expecting someone who hasn't been able to integrate and hasn't been able to move forward with their lives.
Cafe Europa is the place where Baltzer has carried on after fleeing Katrina.
I feel like this all happened yesterday. It had been completely looted.
The damage spanned from her corner coffee shop in New Orleans through her neighborhood and to her home.
I love making coffee.
Baltzer is one of thousands of hurricane survivors who landed in Denver.
A lot of people want to be victims, and I don't think many of us who have not gone back want to be victims. We want to keep giving in that sense that New Orleans gave to us.
She chose this place as her gift to her new neighborhood. Almost 1 year to the day Katrina hit, Heidi Baltzer became the new owner of Cafe Europa, another layer in an already inspiring story.
It's the American dream, and to come out of something like Katrina, come here and make it work, yeah, kudos to her.
Great for Denver that she, through a horrible disaster, that she made her way here and has provided us with this great coffee shop.
Denver's been very good to me.
Heidi Baltzer says she's had the opportunity to meet hundreds of other evacuees, and she said when there was a time when they first came into town that some of them would have to pool their resources just to buy groceries. So, Bob, a lot's happened in 2 years.
Yeah, we forget how little they had. Well, it's nice to see Heidi back on her feet anyway.
You bet.
Thanks, Cheryl.